What's good, YouTube world? It's Coffee back at it with another one for y'all. Some hip hop news. And you see, we're talking about Lil Wayne honoring someone, that he had a lot of love for who has passed on. And if you guys don't recall, in past interviews, numerous times, Lil Wayne has shared a story about a police officer, that was someone he had love for, because the officer saved his life when he was young, coming up in the world as Lil Wayne was going through a crisis and ultimately tried to off himself. Now, taking this story back in, it's wild to me that I just, I've heard the story before, but it's just wild. Like, damn, Weezy was going through it. I think he said he was like 12 years old, had got in some trouble, was unsure about his future, and ultimately took that attempt on his own life. Like, I don't know. That's just wild, right? Like, real talk, obviously, I can never stress enough. I'm not any kind of, mentalth professional or nothing like that. But, if you're going through it, definitely talk to someone, seek professional help, talk to a family member, a loved one, a friend. Reach out in some way, some form or fashion. You know what I'm saying? As when Weezy talked about this story before, like he said ultimately he didn't feel he could reach out to Ma Dukes, and he almost didn't make it. But that's where this cop, Uncle Bob, stepped in, and you see Weezy said he didn't just dump him off to the ambulance, say here, whatever, take care of this guy. He rushed him to the hospital himself, got him to the ER, assured him that he was going to be all right. And Wayne ultimately credits him with saving his life. I guess he was the first and only officer to respond to the scene. And, as you see, Weezy has kept in touch with this guy over the years as they took a lot of pictures together and, seemed to genuinely have a good relationship. I don't know, like Wayne really had a lot of love for this dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, he made it a point to always mention him in interviews and stuff, just telling the story of his life. And a lot of times when he was asked about, police, racism and different things of that nature, he always mentioned this Uncle Bob dude, Well, you see, he threw this post up, as you see in a lot of the pictures, Uncle Bob Hubler, is his name, has missing legs. I guess, he had diabetes and complications, not getting that under control over the years, lost both legs. And ultimately, he was just found passed away just, like 3 days ago on Friday at his crib. And Weezy threw this post up and said, everything happens for a reason. I was dying when I met you at this very spot. You refused to let me die. Everything that doesn't happen for a reason. That reason being you and Faith. R.I.P. Uncle Bob. Aunt Kathy has been waiting for you. I'll love and miss you both and live for us all. So Weezy, definitely, is mourning his death. And you can see this was a very, maybe quite possibly pivotal moment in his life, like being so close to death. Jump in the comments, anyone, if you've had very close encounters with death, in your life, and if it changed you, or what the effect of that experience is or was, you know what I'm saying? But you see, this post most definitely is full of like a lot of emotion. You know what I'm saying? He's honoring Uncle Bob, but it's also just a very intense post. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything happens for a reason, but everything also that doesn't happen doesn't happen for a reason as well. And because of this man responding promptly and quickly at this very spot that he has the picture, Wayne lived on, and ultimately he went on to be one of the greatest artists in the world of all time on that mic, you know what I'm saying, as an MC. What a career, right? Too, obviously, We all know Lil Wayne is great. We all know he's amazing, his lyrical abilities and, all that, right? But it's so wild to me, looking back at Lil Wayne, like in the Hot Boys and The Block is Hot, Lil Wayne and everything, which he was dope. I'm not saying he wasn't dope, but I don't know. I just didn't see him transitioning into, the kind of MC he did. You know what I'm saying? I remember when that Carter project dropped. And remember that, y'all? Bring him back from the bottom of the map when that joint dropped. And I was just like, whoa, Lil Wayne really stepped his game up. You know what I mean? But back to talking about this Uncle Bob dude and Wayne mourning his death. Jump in the comments and let me know if you're if you personally have any police officers that you're cool with, or you just don't care for police, period, or if you dislike the police but there is some cops you fuck with, or vice versa, whatever. Share your thoughts on that as well. As just in general, anyone, if you're new to the channel over here, the idea on the J Coffee Talk platform is to just tap in and have some discussions in the comments, on whatever the subject matter may be. You feel me? It's all about hearing from y'all. So hit them comments hard. Again, if you're going through some kind of crisis or whatever the case may be, reach out, before things ultimately come to a crisis or a boiling point or whatever, you know what I mean? And, you can just see that this dude really was a friend to Lil Wayne. And it's good to have good people in your life, you know what I mean? As I'm sure everyone can relate to the fact that as you go on in life, you have less friends or less individuals that you keep in touch with. Some people maybe really weren't ever friends like that, like you thought, or just sometimes the circumstances of life. You know what I'm saying? Everyone's busy, got a lot of responsibilities and whatnot, but you'll always have those certain people, who you really flock with. You know what I'm saying? And it seems that this is how Uncle Bob was to Wayne. So with that, I'm going to close this thing out. Again, look forward to talking to everyone in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe. Stay tuned. A lot more content on the way. Music, news, sports, current events, life, and much more. And too, as I close this out, unrelated, but you see Lil Wayne posted a picture he did from some kind of NFL kickoff commercial or promotional thing or something like that. You see he threw up the Go Pack Go. Guys, football season's almost here, and J Coffee Talk gonna have a lot more football content on the way, like we do every year. It's gonna be a lot of fun, so stay tuned for that as well. I'm out of here, y'all. Peace.